Hockey fans, it is time for a new video here on Firebox Breaks. And as a matter of fact, this one is part 3 of the Tim Hortons Retrospective Rookies, recently released here at Tim Hortons restaurants in Canada. And of course, we do have the Tim Hortons cup right there, and it does contain some coffee, so we'll take a sip of that good stuff right there and get to part 3 right away. So before we get there, let's do a really quick recap here of the hit cards from the second installment there. So take a bow of Connor McDavid right there, and we've got the success. This one here of, actually that was sort of upside down. We've got a debuts of Vladimir Tarasenko. That one is 1 in 24 packs right there. So that one is your look at the hit cards of part 2. So without further delay, we're going to do that again. We're going to open up 5 packs as we did in the first and second installment. Then we will look at those bricks in the back and see what we can find. Maybe more hit cards. We've got a Heiskin in there. We've got a Grant Fear. Awesome jersey there. Not so good on the right. Here we are. Seth Jarvis Strides. And maybe I sort of ticked off some Flames fans, but nonetheless, you see the background. All right, here we are. Pack number 2. A little bit of poking fun at our provincial rivals. All right. Got a Connor Bedard, we've got a Jack Hughes, and we've got the success right off the hop, so 1 in 24 packs. This one is Connor Geeky, so we definitely hit that right away. Boom! So definitely pulling the fire there in the second pack. Hopefully you will stay tuned for the rest of the video, even though that could very well be the hit card there. Boone Jenner and Kirill the Thrill. We've got Alexi Lafreniere in the books. That's how it looks in the back there, so pretty cool. All right, so a little bit of write up there on Laffy Taffy. If you want to look at that, definitely check it out. All right, here we are, pack number 4. We are slowly reducing the amount of time for these videos. We started off with roughly 13. We got Brianne Jenner, we've got Bo Horvat and Alex DeBrincat Strides, and we definitely brought it down about a couple of minutes for part 2. So just over the 11-minute mark. And so let's try to get this one under 10. Okay, Braden Point, we've got Panarin, we've got a Take a Bow, we've got Nick Suzuki. There we are, pretty cool. All right, so that one will be 1 in 8 cards, or packs. And that brings us right to the next stacks of 10. So we've got 5 packs in the books already. Now let's carry on here. Just going to put these cards off to the side. Don't want to mess them up or even sort of have them fall off to the side. So be careful there. All right, so we've got let's look at a couple packs as we go along. So we've got a Mark Scheifele. We've got a Strides of Carlson right there. That'll go off to the side. Carpenter. We've got Tippett. We've got a Take a Bow. That one is Martin St. Louis. He's showcased in the Flames jersey there. All right. So Demko. And of course, those are the other cards. All right. So let's just take another stack. I think that looks pretty cool when you take double stacks there. All right, we've got a Kempe, we've got a Elias Pettersson Strides, we've got a Kopitar there, Trocheck, we've got Lucas Raymond, all right, in the books. That one will be the second one, and Sarah Nurse. All right, so 2 packs at a time, and that will definitely cut down on the amount of time it takes to showcase these cards here for part 3. Got Steven Stamkos. We've got a Celebrated Prodigies. That one is Luke Shen right there. First canvas card. Patrick Kane. We got Fleury. We've got Trevor Zegras in the books. That one right there. Okay, and Jake Gensel. All right, so we are doing pretty well. You let me know if you've managed to find some of these at your local Tim Hortons restaurants all across Canada. And maybe you've got a good friend that could sort of mail these to you. And I think that might be the success. No, that's one of the Strides. Sorokin. We got Blair Turnbull. Jonathan Marchessault. We've got Zach Hyman in the Strides. Dylan Larkin and Patrick Waugh is pretty cool because Sorokin was right behind Waugh. And he is now the coach of the New York Islanders, so that's pretty cool. All right, here we are. We got 2 packs here. Sam Reinhart, we've got a Jordan Stahl, that is the second canvas. Doug Gilmour, William Eklund, and Blake Coleman in the books. All right, so, and Sam Bennett. Okay, so there we are. That is your 15th pack. We've got 10 to go right over here. And we've already got a lenticular, so this one might just be an average block of packs unless we break the odds. All right, so nothing wrong with completing the set as usual. Claude Giroux, we've got a Carter Verhaeghe there. Evan Bouchard, Cole Caulfield. We've got Sarah Nurse in the books. That one, I think we've already got that. Emily Clark. And no, not of the Game of Thrones variety, but the hockey variety there. All right, so here we are. We're going to do more of this. Tim Stützle. And that one is Drew Doughty. Haven't seen those jerseys in a while. We've got Vince Dunn, Matthew Barzal, take a bow. Oh, Shesterkin. All right, so dynamic goalie there, and Robert Thomas. Okay, so that is another 2 packs in the books. We've got another 2 packs coming up here. We've got Alex Tuck. We've got Mikko Rantanen Strides, Alex Ovechkin, Tim Horton. We've got take a bow of Mark Scheifele there. That should be, actually we got 4. Mario Lemieux. All right, so pretty solid there. So far we've got 4 of the take a bow. I'm going to put these off to the side a little more. And we will be extra careful. I don't want to drop any cards. All right, so here we are, Zach Hyman. We got a Steve Yzerman with the Campbell Conference jersey there. Those All-Star jerseys were pretty solid. They kind of just got out of hand for a while. Jeremy Swayman, Roman Josi. We've got Kyle Connor and Nick Suzuki. Yes, some of those designs were atrocious, I would say. Trying to appeal to a modern crowd, I guess, new generation. Jordan Kyrou, we've got Kevin Fiala. DeBien, we've got a Coin Schofield. We've got a Luke Hughes of the Strides variety, Brent Burns. And that's your look of your 25 packs here thus far. And let's just do a really quick recap, starting off with the canvas cards as mentioned. Stevie Y, Doughty, we've got Luke Shen and Jordan Stahl. So 4 of those. We have Take a Bow, there's 3 of these. Well, actually 4 of those, so we got 1 extra. Mark Scheifele, Shesterkin. We got Marty St. Louis and Nick Suzuki right there. And we've got quite a bit of Strides. We've averaged about 9 or 10 of these per episode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 more of those. And we've got some in the books. We've got the Kyle Connor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the in the books. And my choice, of course. Even though this is a average name, Morgan Geeky, we've got a 1 in 24 pack hit starting success. This is the lenticular, so that will be my pick for this top card of this break. So for part 3, I hope you enjoyed it. You let me know what you thought about this. And stay tuned for part 4. We are definitely going to unpack 25 more of these Tim Hortons packs and complete the series. So we're going to leave it there. We did definitely get under 10 minutes, just over 9, and let's leave it there. So like, comment, and subscribe for all that good stuff. And as always, I'll be back with more content in the near future. Till then, bye for now.